Good day, everybody. Hope you're doing great today. So here I go. So we are working with a discrete random variable whose values are given in the table and the corresponding probabilities. So the first thing is to find out the mean. So mean is equal to the expected value, which is equal to sum of x times px. And that is equal to each value of the discrete random variable multiplied by its corresponding probability. So it will be 1 times 0.2 plus 2 times 0.3 plus 3 times 0.4 plus 4 times 0.1. So this will be equal to mu is equal to, which is the mean, 0.2 plus 0.6 plus 1.2 plus 0.4. So that will be equal to mu equal to 0.8 plus 1.2 is 2, 2 plus 0.4 is 2.4. So let me highlight that. Okay. Or maybe I should do a little better job on that. So first let me, and then so that's your mean. Okay. Now going back to calculate the variance, sigma square x, which is the variance, that will be equal to sum of, from each value of the random variable, I will subtract the mean, then square that difference and multiply with the corresponding probability value. Okay, so let's create some space for ourselves. And I have to make a table. So let's go to this. So first the x values, then the corresponding probability values, then x minus mu value. Oops, let me use that. So why it is not working? Should work, right? And then x minus mu square value. Then x minus mu square value multiplied by the corresponding probability. Do not quit right away, please. This is short video and I'll give you some important tip at the end of this program. Okay, so let's draw a line. Okay, so my first x value is 1. My corresponding probability is 0.2. My x minus mu is 1 minus 2.4. 1 minus 2.4, which is minus 1.4. And then I need to square that. Now you know square of a negative number is positive because negative symbol appears twice. minus 1.4 times minus 1.4. And that is equal to positive 1.96. And then you multiply 1.96 times the corresponding probability, which is 0.1, okay, which is 0.196. You repeat this process for the four numbers. So for 2, the corresponding probability is 0.3. 2 minus 2.4 is minus 0.4. You square it, it becomes positive 0.16 because negative appears twice. Okay, so 0.4 x squared is 0.16, right? And then you multiply 0.16 times 0.3. So multiply that by 0.3. So basically the square of the deviation of the number from the mean multiplied by the corresponding probability is 0.048. So you get the hang of it. Every time you're going to take the number, from that subtract the mean, then square that difference and multiply it by corresponding probability. So we will create some space and repeat the process. So next one, 3, the probability is 0.4. So 3, 0.4, and 3 minus 2.4 is 0.6. Squared that is 0.36. Then multiplied by the corresponding probability. So 0.6 is, how did you get 0.6? Because it is 3. So let me clarify that and write it clearly so that there is no confusion of how I get it. So this is 3 minus 2.4, which is 0.6, positive in this case, and you square that, you get 0.36. Then 0.36 multiplied by the corresponding probability of 0.4. So 0.36 so let's 0.6 square is 0.36, multiply that by 0.4 and you get 0.144. And you do it for the last x value, which is 4. Corresponding probability is 1. 4 minus 2.4 is 1.6. So this is 0.6. This is 1.6. So square 1.6, which is 2.56. And multiply 2.56 with the corresponding probability of 0.1, which makes it 0.256. Now let me create some space. We are going to add the last column. Okay, so we are going to add the last column. So we are going to add the last column. So sum of x minus mu square times p is equal to sum of these four numbers, which is 0.196 plus 0.048 plus 0.256. So it's 0.196 plus 0.048 plus 0.144 plus 0.256, which is 0.644. And that is equal to your sigma square. Okay, so let's make sure we have done it correctly. There's something not making sense. Let's check on that. So Okay. Here the corresponding probability is 0.2 for 1. So this is not correct. So let's fix that. So 1.96 times 0.2. Okay. So it is times 0.2. Okay. So 1.96 is the deviation squared multiplied by the corresponding probability, which is 0.2 times 0.2 is 0.392. Okay, so 0.392. So let's erase that and write it correctly. It's 0.392. So now we will correct this. We add the 4 squares of deviation times probability. That is the last column I'm going to add. 0.392 plus 0.048 plus 0.144 plus 0.256, which is 0.84. So the variance is 0.84. Okay. And again, this is the variance. So the next question is how to find the standard deviation. So let's move. So now we have to find the standard deviation. So standard deviation is equal to square root of variance or square root of 0.84, and that is equal to square root of 0.84 is 0.9165. So let me highlight that. That is your so that's your standard deviation. What does it mean? On the average, a number in this discrete probability distribution will deviate from the mean by 0.9165. So let me write it down, what it means. On the average, a number in this discrete probability distribution will vary from the mean, So if I move this up a little bit, will vary from the mean by 0.9165. So that is your interpretation of standard deviation, Okay, so I'm going to stop here today. The hint I wanted to give you is that the formula for the mean is very simple. You multiply each number with the corresponding probability in the discrete probability distribution, then add up all the products of the two terms. This value of the discrete random variable times the corresponding probability. So these products you add up. In this case, there are 4 numbers, you added 4 products to get the mean. Now to get the variance, you have to subtract from each value of the discrete variable the corresponding mean, get the deviation of each number from the mean, square it first. You have to square that deviation of the number from the mean, then multiply the square by the corresponding probability. and then add up all the products of the squares of the deviation times the corresponding probability. So sum will give you the variance, which is the square of the standard deviation. So to get the standard deviation, you have to take the square root of the variance. And what is the interpretation of standard deviation? It gives you the value by which an average number in the discrete probability distribution will vary from the mean. I'll stop here today. If you have any question or comment, write me a note. And please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. This motivates me to come up with more videos just to help you learn the subject matter. So please give me a thumbs up. Please write me a small comment. I appreciate that. The comment also motivates me. And if you like this video with your friend, please subscribe to my channel Math Science Topia by hitting the right on the bottom right, the red subscribe button, and please tell YouTube, select the option to notify you every time I upload a new video, because I do that almost every day. So I'll stop here today. Looking forward to see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a nice day.